That's gonna make you finish. Hitting record made you finish. That's weird. That's
I
a bit
just doing what I was
strange.
doing, like my pre-exercise, my workout, and just to get the old vocals rolling, you know.
You can't just do that right in front of me and then not go clean yourself.
I can do vocal warm-ups in front of you. That's not weird.
That's not a vocal warm up at all. That's a little bit kind of the.
I wasn't exposed. Nothing was out.
You exposed me to something that I didn't want to be near. You need to wash your hands and you need to sanitize them as well.
That's semantics, and I'm not really here to debate all those.
Well, for real, do you think? I think it's weird. I didn't notice how good Germ-X was until COVID happened.
What do you mean, Germ-X?
Like Germ-X is
Germ-X is a lie.
Listen, no, you put it on your hands, you wipe it on and stuff, and it's done. It's not sticky or nothing. Mm-hmm. Once Germ-X started selling out, all these companies started making their own fucking versions of hand sanitizer, and all of them they leave your hands all sticky and disgusting, and they suck. And
that's probably
it makes your hands feel worse.
They probably actually have closer to the alcohol content, but like I don't know. I've heard
Germ-X figured it out. Dog.
I've heard like the 99.9% shit is a lie straight from hell. There's no way that they can prove that. Basically, that percentage is like 99.9 of the bacteria that it kills. Like that's how much of it kills. Like of the bacteria that it can kill, it kills 99.9% of them, but not all bacteria. Like it's like
a guess.
No, it's like a marketing lie. Like it kills 99% of a certain group of germs, but it doesn't kill 99.9% of all germs.
Yeah,
it's bullshit. It's like a little marketing.
It's targeted. It's targeted.
Like
for
it's true, but it's only true. Like
it's like it's targeted for most germs, but not all the germs.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Like, I mean, why lie about it? Like, I mean, I don't know. But then it's like people figure things out, and it's fine. Maybe that worked back in the 1950s. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could just like 99.
Yeah,
but it doesn't kill 99. It only kills 59. I don't give a fuck.
And some people think that using more hand sanitizer during the day all the time is actually better. It actually fucks up your immune system.
Well, I mean, another common misconception is that like you shouldn't use it when your hands are dirty. That's BS. You should be using it like if your hands are like, even if they're caked in dirt. If you put enough hand sanitizer on it, now the dirt's clean. So what's up?
I mean, you can effectively if you have enough alcohol on it, it breaks down stuff, so it can break down dirt and stuff on your hands.
Oh yeah, no, that's 100% real. And this is not satire. I'm saying. I mean, I'm not just saying.
If you have the option to wash your hands,
no, I'm just kidding. I mean, no.
If you have the option to wash your hands, do it. But you can get clean enough.
Yeah, wash your hands. I mean, look, if that's what you got to do, like, I mean, hey, I guess it's better than nothing. Like, but yeah, definitely. If you got some running water, just rinse your hands off at least before you do it. Yeah.
You know, it's not the first thing that you should do, but
you just have wet gunk on your hands.
It maybe wouldn't be the last thing you can do.
But yeah, Germ-X is kind of weak. But anyway, I don't really use Germ-X because I'm immune to everything. I only get sick once a year, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's not. I mean, it's what it is. Does that change the season? You know, maybe I go out and I do something that I shouldn't, be out as long, and I am, and I get cold or whatever, and I pick up something.
I always get sick in the winter.
Yeah, it's because you're a punk.
I always get sick in the winter. And I don't even smoke crack, so I don't get it.
I think that I just get like sick of everyone else, so it all comes out that one time of the year. Like I'm just so sick of everyone that it makes me physically like ill to the point where my body can't. All out. My body can't it's working hard to just function the right way because I'm just so mentally distraught just by the things people are doing. And then,
so it's almost like your body's like taking on too much work. It's like trying to
it's like it's trying to compensate. Like
it's trying to process way too much at a time. So it's like, let me just. You're gonna be sick for a second, but I'm helping you, all right?
I feel like sometimes like people will say something to me, but then I remember it differently. Like that's my brain trying to save me from remembering that retarded moment or whatever. Like why the hell did that person just say, like why was that their response? Like your brain just erases it and you remember something else for your own sanity.
Yeah. I mean, the brain is a dangerous place. That's why.
Dude, I saw this optical illusion where, like, it was basically, like, it was like this picture of a castle or whatever. It was on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And, like, it had a dot in the middle of it. Like, it was like a black and white picture, right?
Uh-huh. And I'm eating another Funyun.
You just look at the dot for a certain amount of seconds or whatever, and then you, they, like, act like they changed the picture, but it's the same picture. And then they tell you to look at the castle, and it's all in colors, and it looks faded. And then some fucking text pop up on the screen. Believe it or not, this image is still black and white. Your brain just replaces the parts of that are missing, like basically to help you out,
Wow.
piece things together. So it's like when your eyes can play tricks on you. Like if you're in a place and you think you see something in the woods, like your mind can put things in there to help you make sense of the situation. It's almost like helping you like cope with it and like compensate for like what you're seeing, like making it make sense to you to keep you in
piece it together.
Yeah, like,
that's crazy.
To keep you at an advantage, because if you know what's going on, then you probably it's all about survival. Your brain does things. And
you ever see faces and things? You ever like look at something looking at like trees or clouds or like at some wood or something, and like you see like a face in it.
I've seen Michael Jackson at least 3 or 4 times.
That's like a normal like thing. Like you see like specific faces. Like you see.
I feel like I've seen a cloud in the sky. I was like, dude, that's Michael Jackson moonwalking, bro. That's crazy right there. Like,
I see like random like I don't know. It never like looks like anybody, but it's just like a face. Like I'll just be looking at like concrete, and I'll just like see like it looks like an old person's like face, or like a tree will like have lines in it that look like a face or something. Apparently,
it's because your memory's shit, dog. You
like
need some alpha brain. Don't worry.
Alpha brain?
Yeah.
No, this is alpha brain.
Just use coupon code.
It doesn't work.
Just use coupon code Alpha My Brain 32, and that'll get you no % off of Alpha Brain, because we don't have a sponsor. But if you want to sponsor us, then feel free to hit us up.
Yeah, if you want to sponsor us, then we will definitely be open to it.
Just no like sex companies and stuff, because like my mom might be listening or something like that. So it's like it's not going to be a good look if that's going to be on there.
Yeah, we can't be authorizing any kind of sex companies or sex work, because that's. I mean, it's not like we're like against it. Do you? But it's like we don't really want to have our hat in that ring.
Yeah, it's just this is definitely a family friendly program.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that we don't want whores around.
I mean, if your family's over 18,
if your family's all grown up, yeah.
Most families are. Everyone is over 18. Most, I mean, and then they're that way longer. So it's more like I don't know why they say family. It should be a family. What does that mean? Like everyone in families are usually old as hell. Like everyone's like old enough to drink. Like what do you mean? Like
you're gonna if you go see a movie with your parents and you're over 18 and they curse. Your parents just gonna jump out from behind and pluck up your hair. It's like we cannot be seen at this affair. Mom, we have to leave.
Mom, what the fuck are you doing?
Why are you talking like that?
Mom, I was gonna give him a blowjob, and you fucked it all up. I'm trying to learn how to do this so I don't end up like you. I'm like, what do you mean? End up like me?
You're scared of everything. You're scared of movies. What's wrong with you, Mom?
Fucking princess bubblegum. No,
Family.
Princess. Dang, what was
Family? What?
What was her name?
Who did
Lumpy
what?
Space Princess.
Lumpy Space Princess.
Yeah, this is most. I think that besides, I don't know, she might beat Roger for the most self-centered.
For most self-centered
I've ever seen on a TV show. Like she is just so out. Like she's just, I don't know.
I'd say Roger would have her beat.
I mean, I think we've seen more of Roger because he has a more extensive role on the show. Mm-hmm. But percentage-wise, like when she is featured, the chaos that she causes and the emotional distress that she puts on herself is just second to none.
Yeah, and the way she just kind of causes shit and then like leaves.
I need to start watching cartoons again. Do you watch a lot of cartoons? All right.
Yeah. I've been watching cartoons.
Some people think that they're grown up, so they don't watch cartoons. Like, I'm like, yeah, I was 17 and I was at a basketball tournament it was like this white kid. He was like short as fuck, and
the AAU days.
He was really, I guess, like into lifting weights. Like a few of them were, but and he was like short or whatever, and he was like, I don't know, like I for some reason, like I was just in and out of different rooms. Like we were just like playing games and just cutting up, whatever. And so I go in his room. He's watching MTV, and I was like, "Oh, dude, Fairly Odd Parents is on." And he looked at me like, "What, dude? I'm 17. I don't watch cartoons anymore." And I looked at him and I was like, "Oh, all right." And then like
you were saying, "Yo, bro, Bob the Builder's on, dude."
Freaking like, I acted like I got a phone call, and I just got up and was like, I opened my little flip phone up, and then I walked out.
These people don't fucking understand me.
Like,
they don't understand the finer things in life.
Cartoons have a lot more adult themes and children themes.
Exactly.
Especially back in the day with the good ones. Not these new ones that are made out of like cotton candy and lies.
I've been rewatching SpongeBob and Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and there's other ones I was watching. I recently rewatched Foster Song for Imaginary Friends, and most of these shows they're targeted for like elementary or middle school people, but they're
Definitely written by adults.
they're obviously written by adults,
Kids had
and
no input
you can
the
tell they
visual
made
colors.
these jokes for like the parents that are watching. You know what I'm saying? Like they made these jokes. It's all fun and shiny and happy looking, and they're
Here's
kids,
to you, parents.
You know,
we know. And look, we know what you got to go through. Here's a couple laughs your way. Here's seeing you.
They're gonna watch that show and be like, "Damn, that was an adult joke, but it wasn't like really like sexual or messed up."
Are smart enough to get that, so it's cool. But like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people
my
are
4-year-old
sensitive.
isn't gonna understand that joke about taxes or some shit like that.
Some
So
people are sensitive though. They'll be like, "Oh, I realized that SpongeBob was like." It was so deep, and like I was watching it, and that's why I have these emotional problems. Like, no, I mean,
dude, there's a whole thing about ruined childhoods. Like, I followed this page on like Facebook. It's called
get
Rude.
the fuck over it.
It was like ruined childhoods, and I watched it because I thought it was funny seeing people make jokes about shows. Like, all the obviously we've talked about. Like, I think we've talked about it on here, like the theorizer videos and shit.
Yeah.
All that shit. Like, that doesn't ruin my childhood. It's fine. If
don't
there's a
want your
bunch of
childhood
conspiracy
ruined.
theories,
Shut the fuck up. What are you
you
talking about?
ruined my childhood. No, it's not canon. It's a conspiracy. It's not canon. Just chill.
You know what's crazy is that like everyone chooses to remember whatever they want to remember about life, however they want to remember it. In every situation, people are selfish as shit. But you're telling me that someone telling you something about something that's one, not even real. Two, right?
It's all fiction.
Yeah. Two, the show's not real, so that means the conspiracy isn't real. I mean, why would that ruin your child? I mean, what one show is that like precious to you to where it would ruin your whole child? Most people, I mean, like I can't speak for these younger kids because I don't know what the hell they watched growing up, but I know it was Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Those are the three we watched.
The ruined childhood thing started when our like generation.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like, I mean, I know like being a kid is like way better because you have no responsibilities, but I mean, I don't know, like, why so much emphasis on going backwards? Like,
because people.
And you're an alcoholic, and you like to smoke weed. You want to go back to those days when you weren't doing that? Like, was that what you want to do? Like, there's a give and take. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you need? You need to be like, what? You want to be 16 again so you can smoke weed and stuff? Like, what do you want to do? You want to go all the way back? Like,
a lot of people.
Especially if you asked them that, they wouldn't even know. These people are like, oh, I mean, I'm not obsessed with my child. I would like to go back to redo some things, but I don't want the knowledge I have now, though. I would want to redo everything.
Like first, a clean slate, clean wipe.
Because, I mean, if I went back to 8 years old and have all the knowledge I have now, dude, I'm going to be smoking by the time I'm 12.
No, you'd be smoking by the time you're 9.
I'm going to be cheaping, bro. Like, well, I mean, I feel like an 8-year-old maybe mom would have she had a pretty tight leash with me. Like, I wasn't going anywhere. But when I was in middle school, I could go up the street and play basketball. And maybe I could, like, figure out some, like, I could use that adult intellect that I have. Like, and it wouldn't even be fair. Like, could you imagine going through your teen years knowing what a fucking 28-year-old man knows about like dating and everything? You would like ruin people's lives, like, honestly. And you wouldn't give a fuck about it.
You'd be able to manipulate anybody to do whatever you wanted.
You were gonna be trash anyway. Like just like fucking look.
I'm not even worried. You'll be back.
6 out of 10 of y'all ain't worth a damn anyway. So it doesn't. I don't know what percentage you were, but now you don't have to find out. Now we know you're garbage.
I see what you look like after high school, and trust me, I do not regret anything. God damn.
That would be crazy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, there'd all be a lot of bad stuff. Like, imagine like wanting to listen to a lot of the songs that you wanted to hear. You'd be cool. Okay, yeah, you can listen to. Obviously, if you grew up at a different time, you can. If you started over like from 1992 and you grew up, once it's by, you can obviously see who's really popular and try as best as you can. Try to meet different like.
You're starting to sound like a Republican,
things.
and I don't really like it. You're starting to sound like one of those right-wing extremists. It's fine if you're right-wing, but you're starting to sound like an extremist. Like, what are you talking about right now? What's happening?
You interrupted me, kind of threw me off my entire guard, so I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
That's because you were talking bullshit. Okay? If you were talking anything sensical, you would have kept your train of thought. Trains don't go off the tracks unless they're not.
I was startled. I didn't think you would just abruptly interrupt me.
I bet you also don't think I would eat the rest of your Funyuns, but if I'm inclined to, I would.
It wouldn't be much because it's mostly just crumbs at this point in time.
I didn't indicate that mattered. I just said that I would do it.
But yeah, if you went back in time, you'd be able to do more stuff, and also you'd be you'd miss a lot of the stuff that you didn't have. You're like, what if like there was a song you heard like 3 years ago that you wanted to hear, but you were 15 years old and didn't come out yet. It's like, oh shit, what am I gonna do about it? Or you can make it and try it out. You know, that'd be the only good thing. You could like make songs that people had already made before. Just come up with ideas.
There'd be somebody keeping a tab on that, and they'd be like, you know, like almost like oh my god, who the fuck is this? Why are they famous? What's going on? And then they would go look in the debt and they'd go, okay, who is this? All right, okay, so he made this song. Okay, wow, he copied whole albums. Like, what the fuck? Like,
he's having a large amount
like
of
this
success.
guy's been here for months and he's fucking changed history. This is bullshit. And it's like they bring him back and they're like, look, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do now. We're gonna suit you up, you piece of shit. We're gonna send you back further than what you went to. You're gonna wait. Okay, we're gonna send you 5 years back. You know why? Because you're a piece of shit. We're gonna make you wait. Right? So 5 years back or whatever, and it'll be a blink of an eye to them because, like, you know, like as soon as he sends back, like,
yeah,
the other timeline is gonna
time
still
isn't
be
a straight line.
Yeah, and it's like basically you have to kill yourself, and then you got to kill yourself. Or maybe he would disappear since he killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, since he killed himself further back.
I was thinking about time travel. It's so damn confusing. Like,
no, I mean, I feel like that's what happens because if somebody was, like, say you're in the present and you go to the past, right? You're in the past and you fuck shit up, right? Mm-hmm. Say they go back to the past and they get you, right? And they bring you back. Like, oh, you know what? We're going to send you even further back and you're going to get yourself. You're going to get yourself before you even went back to the past and you're going to kill yourself before you make a decision.
Yeah,
but if you do that and you kill the one that makes that decision, in turn that one that they took back, there's no way that he would be existing anymore because he couldn't make that decision to go back in the past in the first place. So everything that would happen. So the guy that, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah.
There's like a theory.
Essentially, the original guy would be replaced.
There's a theory that says if there's anything done in the past, like if time travel is real, there's like a theory that if anything is done to stop your existence and you're the one who does it, something will happen to stop it. Like if you will go back in time and you know, before your grandfather meets your mom or something, your grandma, you shoot your grandpa, the bullet would just zip right around him or past him or something like that. But that's like, I don't know where I saw that, but it seems like that'd be kind of ridiculous. That seems really fucking strange if that would actually happen if you go back in time.
Why wouldn't it stop other stuff from happening? Like the whole butterfly effect shouldn't be a thing. If you can't, it's like,
no, just the simple fact that you would stop yourself.
So specific. That's
no,
because
exactly.
Like if it could do that, it could.
Because
that's so awesome.
You'd be killing your grandfather, and if you killed your grandfather, you wouldn't exist to come back in time to do this. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I guess
that specific action wouldn't make sense. The bullet would have to miss, or it would have to just turn to dust. Like your gun would jam, or maybe your grandfather would find magical strength and just push you out the way and knock you over.
He would get shot, but he wouldn't die. Like
or
like,
that.
Like they have like these videos I was like,
oh my god, that's why I have memories of my grandfather with one eye.
these fucking people in shootouts, they'll be like bullet holes right behind them. And they'll be like, I swear, when I turned behind me, because I felt like I got shot. Like I felt like that initial adrenaline rush, oh shit, something's wrong, and then it just fleeted away. And I turned around and there were like 6 bullet holes right here, and there was other 2 over here. I was like, man, I could have got shot 3 or 4 times based on where those bullet holes were. It's like, it's crazy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like weird shit be happening, man.
I feel like
people that don't believe in like spiritual happenings or like paranormal stuff, I think that's weird as fuck. Like, let's talk about ghosts, okay? First off, do you believe that ghosts are real, and have you ever seen one?
I think ghosts are real. I haven't seen one, but I feel like I've been around one, at least.
Yeah, I think I've already told you this story, but basically this ghost story that I have is we went to Galveston, we picked up that stuff, right? That couch and that desk or whatever, and we brought it back, and then we had just gotten Madden for the Xbox, and I remember we were pissed that Saturday because we didn't want to go because I think we had just gotten the Xbox.
Yeah, it was Madden 11. I think Drew Brees was on the cover. I remember that.
Yeah. And so we were going to play or whatever, and had to go early morning, whatever, came back, hauled it, and then we didn't even get that much time to actually play, and I was really pissed. So we had that couch in there, we used it or whatever, and then we went to sleep, and I swear, I put everything neat, everything, all the games stacked up, because we were proud of it. We just got the Xbox, we saved the money for it, whatever, blah blah, and I was like, man, dude, what am I hearing right now? Because I had turned the light off and I went in my room, and the game room was right in our house. You walk to the front door, the stairs are right in front of you, a little ways in front of you, and my room was to the right, and the game room, the open room with no door, was to the left. I saw the light click on through my door frame, like on the side where light peeked in. I heard a rustling, and I was like, damn, dude, we must have forgot to do something, and Mom's taking the controllers in the middle of the night because she's pissed about it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Light turns off. I hear walking down the stairs. The same gate that I would recognize to be my mother's. Because everyone, you remember when we would hear Dad walking upstairs, we'd know because we hear 1, 2, then it click. His ankles would click at the same point every time. And we'd hear the same pressure points in the stairs. It's like everyone has a gate. So I felt like it was Mom walking down the stairs. But, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, man, that could have been, I don't know who. Because I asked everybody in the house, including you, Mom, Dad, everybody. And they're like, I know we didn't go up there. And the games weren't messed up. The light was off. Everything was as it was. Taken. It was weird. It's almost like they picked up the games and like dropped them on themselves and shuffled it and mixed the controls back and forth just to like almost like scare you or whatever. I don't know. Whatever we brought something, or it was already in the house. I don't know. But
it's because Madden 11 was so good, it brought a ghost into the house.
I don't know, man. Mom and Dad said they've seen ghosts in the house. The people who don't believe in ghosts, kind of like.
I mean, I've asked Dad, I've been asked Dad about it. He's like, I mean, yeah, like they're here, but they don't harm me. So it's whatever.
Mom said she's seen like a dude like peeking like through the window, like not the window, but like hanging on the windowsill, like kind of like just leaning against it or whatever, like a shadow or whatever. I never seen it, but.
Oh, okay.
But
Mom probably saw a flicker. She just made it seem like she saw the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know.
But people who don't believe in
I've
ghosts...
never seen like a visual ever.
I've met a couple people say, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. Like, I mean, I guess it could be real, but like, I don't believe in ghosts. I've never seen one. Like, I need some evidence. I'm like it's crazy. It's crazy to think that what do you like?
The only walking thing that I do have, the only thing that I've ever heard one time is that whenever me and Kate were living over there, and I never had any experience with it before. But one day it was just us there. Kristen was at work and stuff, and no one else was there. And we were watching TV, and we just heard like walking. So we kind of paused it, and we heard like footsteps. And I was like, "Oh, maybe Kristen just came home." Okay, so we looked out. I looked outside, and I was like, "Okay, I don't see Kristen's car." I walked upstairs, didn't see anything. And I was like, "Dude,
you heard."
I heard like walking, like I heard like the creaking, like steps, like not as hard. Kristen walks hard, she steps hard, so like it was sound like regular steps. And so I was always like, is that just regular footsteps upstairs? Like, so like I paused the TV and like it sounded like I've heard like 2 or 3 more steps, and then like that was it, and like it sounded like somebody was walking up there, but yeah, no one was home, no one was fucking home.
Damn, yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, I mean, they've never actually done anything to harm me, so I'm not too worried about them. I just know that there's a presence out there. I've never seen anything, but there's definitely some sort of presence that exists in that house and maybe in other places.
Yeah, I mean, I know almost everyone has had that feeling where like you feel like somebody's watching you. Like I've definitely have moments where I'm like, dude, what the, like I feel like someone's like right next, like they have their face in my face, like right here, and they're just looking at me. Like I feel like somebody's super close to me. Like when you put your hand on each side of your face, you can like feel it. Like you can feel like the aura of an object being like. Sometimes I feel that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, like you feel like your hair is raised on your neck. You feel like something there, like something that makes you need one to turn.
Yeah, sometimes it's humidity. You know, we live in Houston, so it's like humidity is a thing, and that makes your hairs raise up and curl and stuff. Sometimes it makes you think you have a mosquito on you, but it's not, But I felt like, and like, there's people that they can almost feel when people look at them, and they'll turn and they make eye contact with people. Like that's a real thing. I do that from time to time.
Yeah, I feel like you randomly want to turn your head and you see someone looking at me.
And as soon as I whip my head, I make eye contact with them.
And you're not even
weird.
You're not even looking for anybody. You're not even looking for it.
What the fuck is happening? Like I'm just walking out of the gas station. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna look to the left over here, like something draws my eyes to one thing.
I'm just gonna look to the right. Oh, why are they staring dead at my eyes?
Because I look around when I walk. I don't know. I just look around. So it's like I was looking at something, and then my eyes drew me to something else, and then my eyes drew me to that person. It was like a progression. Like I saw a bird somewhere on one of the things, and then I saw something else on the thing, or maybe my car or something. And then I looked, and it was a person.
A chain of looks.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how the fuck did I just... And maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe because I was looking around and looking all crazy.
There's no such thing as coincidences. They don't exist. I'm joking.
That's not true.
That's a ridiculous statement.
Coincidences are definitely real, you piece of shit.
Hey, don't fucking talk to me like that.
I can talk to you however I want. What are you going to do, hit me?
I
probably
will throw
not.
you in the trash can.
That's the great equalizer, and people act like it's not. Like, people act like, oh, it's barbaric to fight. No, here's the thing. If pedophiles and stuff like that, if someone got a hold of them and beat the ever-living shit out of them, and that was a trend, I bet you a whole lot of people would just stick to the kiddie porn. They wouldn't go out and act on their things knowing that, oh, well, you know what? If I do this, there is a 98% chance that these people will have some organization or some band of people locally close enough to me or willing to travel to me to disembowel me or maim me.
Imagine if that was something that like existed, that was legal. Like, yeah, if you see a fucking pedophile, you don't kill them, but you have the full right to beat the ever-living shit out of them because they have free apps. They have free apps so you can look up child predators.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are people that do that and they still go to jail. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. Like,
it'd be nice if it was legal. Like, you just do that. You know, if you just see them out, you know, trying to.
If more people fought, there'd be this whole internet problem wouldn't be a thing. Like, if it was like culturally, like it was custom. Like, if you're gonna say some reckless shit and you're not like an entertainer, you're not paid. You're not a paid comedian. You don't have a content where you're uploading channel. I'm sorry, content uploading channel. A channel where you're uploading content like this is not like if you're Trevor Wallace and you're in fucking public popping fly at people, like you're pretty fucking confident that it's for the fucking content you're creating.
Yeah.
But if you're just some asshole who's being a dickhead saying offensive shit to people, even content creators, you know, sometimes they go overboard. You know, everyone knows their lane for the most part. Like there's not like a whole bunch of that, but
there's that risk.
Imagine if you're just a dickhead saying crazy shit and no one can do anything about it because it's not like they can get to you. Like, what if there was public pressure? Like, if you're going to talk shit, like, we're going to find where you live and we're going to challenge you to mutual combat. And if you don't accept, every day of your life, where there's going to be someone asking you. And it might die off and we might forget, but then again, we might remember. You know, like, just something like that. Like just make somebody's, like, you can't, like, just letting these people say whatever they want to say. It makes people rotten. When you can express and get all that shit out and you actually believe it and you're not forced to, like, look at your own viewpoints, it makes you a shitty person. Because you're just doubling down on how you are because no one corrects you. Every adult gets to a point to where their mom and dad aren't there and shit. And, like, people just they just kind of go rogue. They don't have any discipline. Like, I've seen aspects of my life be like that, you know, so I know that there's people with less self-control than me. So, like, and there's a lot of people on the internet that be just fucking, they don't have no profile picture. You know why? Because they're going to be calling people niggers and they're going to be saying fucked up shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're going to be as controversial as they can be because they can't do it in real life, and they're going to be a shitty person to everybody that they're around because they can be mean to people online and get away with it. So,
yeah, a lot of people just either didn't have much home training or you know, don't really care about what anything that I guess their parents taught them. You know, it's one thing to live your life and do your own thing.
Ultimately, the quality person that you are probably is more your decision than anything because. You know, it just takes different levels of maturity to realize that you have to make choices that are for you. You know, it's hard to realize that, and everyone has to grow up. But ultimately, the quality of your character, the things you're doing. No, for sure, yeah. But even when you're doing wrong, you know you're doing wrong. Anybody over the age of 10 knows you're doing wrong. Like, you know.
And that even though you're doing wrong, it's good to have that feeling because you know. That's a lot of serial killers.
Yeah, some people. Well, you know what? Some serial killers don't. Some serial killers know what the fuck they're doing and they know it's wrong, but that's why they do it. Some people have no empathy and they're like, man, I just really want to kill this person and try to keep them alive from my experiments and shit. Like they didn't have any emotion attached to it. Like they weren't like, oh, I'm ending a life. This is terrible. Like they just didn't want to get caught because they knew it wasn't legal. Like if it was legal, they would do it and be like, oh, cool. I'm glad it's illegal now. Like they'd have no.
There wouldn't even be a stop in anything they do. They wouldn't even miss a beat. They just be.
I think mutual combat should be a thing that's real. Not saying that I'm some world beater and I wouldn't get my ass beat because I probably would, but I wouldn't be afraid to get my ass beat. I wouldn't be afraid to like, okay, hey, you bested me. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. All right, appreciate you. Go about your day.
It put people in situations to be realistic about what they're saying and what they're doing because a lot of people act like a lot of people get loud and pop off at the mouth. In public situations against people who are bigger than them because they know that girls. If they hit me, police are gonna get called, blah 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 that. But if like someone challenges you to like a duel, or something like that, it's like yo, your honor's at stake. And it's like, if it's a law, like, yo, you got to fight him or you got to give him $150 like right now.
The most annoying thing in school was dealing with these freaking girls who would yell and scream knowing they're not about to hit each other, knowing they're not about to swing, and they just yell and yes, oh my God. Now there's a clutch in the hallway. I'm trying to be late the next period. Like, geez, or it's like it's lunch, and now everything's on stand still because they didn't cause the ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody's on stand still. The lunch line's not moving, you know, because everybody's running around trying to not be in trouble, so trying to get away from the situation. You know, so it's all fucked up, and then not to do nothing. Now, if mutual combat was legal, man, shit, dog, imagine. I don't know how it would work out in school. Probably not be legal in school. But I'm just saying. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you shouldn't be yelling if you're not going to fight. And if you are yelling, shut the fuck up if you're not going to fight. Like, everybody be like, hey, look, are y'all going to fight? Like, no, we ain't going to fight.
It'd be legal for everybody over 18 years old. It'd be legal for everyone over 18. Every 18 or older. If you want to start some shit, you have to duel or you have to pay you have to pay it some other way. It doesn't have to be It doesn't have to be a duel to the death. But it is a beating
until you give up.
Until you give up.
If you get knocked down and you get back up, all right, we keep going. If you get knocked down and you looking like at the sky and trying to make a decision, all right, nigga, are you done or what? Just say you're done. So
and you can't just give up before the fight starts or nothing. You gotta try. You gotta try for at least 20 seconds before you give up.
Yeah, I think mutual combat would be dope.
All right, speaking of combat, I have a scenario. I have an option for you right here. It's a little stoppage for a second. We're gonna do something different. So there's a button. You're locked in a room. And there's no way to get out. There's no doors. Once you leave the door, you have to live with the fate that you selected. So these two buttons on this wall. One button is you get all guns and ammo for free, but you can only get one of each per day. That's one button. The other button is you can never own a gun, but gun ranges have unlimited free use, rentals and ammo, all that. So
that's so stupid. I would pick get the.
But you only get one bullet.
You
only get one
you
gun.
Didn't say one bullet.
I said one of each per day, like one bullet or one gun per day. You only get one, bullet? So you can get all the guns and stuff, but you only get one bullet per day. Or you get
still do that because if it was free, what I would do is I would get a gun that I wanted, and then for like 90 days or 100 days, however many bullets I wanted, I would just get the ammo for that. Then I'd get a gun I wanted, then I'd do it with that. And if it's unlimited for as long as I live, I mean, it's not the worst thing.
All right.
But that's like really shitty outlet. No one would pick the other one.
I mean, if
options?
Someone was a sword fighter or
someone... You're trapped in a room, all right? Listen, you're trapped in a room, you got two buttons. This is to save your life. You have to perform one of these feats. Either you have to avoid a killer whale inside of like I don't know, how big are those killer whales? Whatever the killer whale, okay, so it's like a container that can hold 4 killer whales comfortably, but it's only
that can hold 4 killer whales.
But it's only one. You only have one. You have to, and it's trained to fucking like kill you, and you're given like a long spear, and like we're assuming you know how to swim.
12,000 pounds.
Good God. Okay, well you wouldn't survive. But that's the point.
8 to 12,000 pounds. Okay, so
how many feet though?
So
16 to 23 feet.
A tank twice.
Oh no, a male is 20 to 26 feet long. Female is 16 to 20. Anyway, yeah. So 20 to 26 feet long. So let's just say this is a 100 foot tank.
Let's say it's 100 foot tank.
100 foot tank. You have a really long spear, so you can hurt it with it, but it's a fucking orca. It's 12,000 pounds. Like you have to hit it in the eyes. You can either do that, right? Try to survive 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, the orca is subdued or like hauled away from you or whatever, and then you're good. Or you can walk in the middle of the night in the Sahara Desert down. It's like a path, but it's a path for locals, and like no one, like they know not to go down there at night. It's like basically a 50-50 chance you're getting mauled at night, and you can move as fast as you want through it. But it's like basically like. So
you're asking me how I want to die?
No, I mean look, no, because there's a chance that you can make it out of both these situations, but it's really hard to pick which one.
There's a chance.
There is a chance.
There's almost no chance.
If you're a good enough swimmer, maybe you could play off of the orca like coming at you, and you can stay on its side, maybe get on its back and like maneuver that way. Like they're smart, but you're a human. I mean, Jesus, especially if you're good at swimming.
I would take my chances with the whale, considering they almost never attack humans. So I would take my chance of trying to swim around.
Well, no, I told you that it was specifically trained to try to. Yeah.
Okay, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, I just go walk down the fucking path then, because I'm 100% dead in the water. I can't swim in the path. You know,
Well, and also I said,
no,
assuming that you are
no.
a moderate to good swimmer. In this situation, you're a moderate to good swimmer.
Actually,
and
I do the orca
foot.
because most likely they'll eat me faster. I'll have a quicker death.
They'll probably eat you whole, and then you'll fucking get it.
It'll chew me up though.
I don't think they have teeth.
I think they do.
I think they have those those like. I think. Oh wait, they don't have those little stringy things.
They have those. They have teeth.
Like
Look at them.
Yeah.
They got teeth. They'll chew me up.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking dolphin, dude. It's like a big ass dolphin.
Well, they too are mammals. So.
I wonder if they can jump out of their own tails.
So whales are just some wolves that said "fuck it." I'm going in the water. That's where the fish are anyway. that's what I remember them telling me in school. Because that's why if you go up, you saw the like the X-ray type picture. They have like almost like hands in their fins.
Killer whale.
At the top. Where is it? Where was it at? I saw right there. Yeah, right there. You see how they have phalanges?
Yeah.
Because they say that they were wolves, and like that's like evolution of like some land wolf that ended up because all they ate was fish, and over time they evolved into whales or something like that. I could be remembering that wrong, but it's not really that important in my life either. So
yeah, I mean,
don't give a fuck.
It doesn't really matter what whales are made of.
I mean, it'd be interesting, but that's like not believable. Like some stuff is believable. Like I could understand how some things evolve and change. Like but
look at that. Orcas are very social creatures and live in groups, just like wolves. Yeah, dude. Killer whales are wolves. Orcas are wolves.
That's what they say, man.
And if you see one, go ahead and throw it a piece of fish and get away.
They're probably smarter than wolves, though.
Probably. They have to live in the water. Living in the water is fucking hard.
But the only thing is, I mean, I don't understand why they didn't develop fins so they didn't have to come up and, like, deal with... Because, I mean, the whole reason why...
You mean gills?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, gills. Because, like, I feel like people that, like, whale poach and stuff probably couldn't get them if they can go deeper as they wanted. Like, they're smart enough, but they have to come up from air, and they take advantage of that when they hunt them. Because, I mean, they can evade a boat. Like, they're fast as shit, they're big as fuck, and they can push a boat over if they wanted to. Mm-hmm. If they knew it was up, like I don't know, maybe they're not that smart, or they're not dicks like that.
Because these things can get up to how big? They can get up to like the males can get up to how?
It was 20 to 26 for the males, 16 to 23 for the females, and then that was the
yeah, that's crazy.
32 feet.
The largest recorded male killer whale was 32 feet. That's about half.
How did they hold that thing up on a crane without snapping?
The largest recorded.
Yeah, how they record it? That's what I'm saying.
They have. I mean, they deal with large things.
It's a nice round number. Yeah, sure.
There's probably an estimate based on the mass. They probably couldn't actually capture it.
Let me take a look at here.
32 feet. That's about half the size of a big ass yacht.
The biggest one I ever seen
was 12. They can
12.
definitely tip over a yacht.
This is just about. This is almost double. I'd say 22. Slap her on there.
Yeah. So orcas are wolves. That's pretty fucking weird. I didn't do much research about that.
Oh, dude. Oh, you know what, though? Look at the fucking pattern on their head. They have the white with, the eyes. You know what I'm saying? Where the wolves' eyes would have been. They have, you know what I'm saying? Wolves are dark around the front. Some of them have those white.
Are orca accent. Wolves. Wolves of the sea. Are found across the globe. I told you. Oh, they're like wolves of the sea. They're not maybe.
You just read half a paragraph about it. Maybe real.
The closest living relatives to orcas are hippos, but a modern example of what their ancestors may have been like a small deer species. Wait, what? Hippos.
Anyone could put anything on the internet, so I don't know what's real and what's not. So I'm sure you're gonna find information that's gonna say a lot of different shit. So.
I just want to find
no one can prove this shit. People just, had just to believe that one guy about it. I guess I don't know.
Alaska kids. I trust these Alaska kids to tell me what the fuck is up about these weird ass wolves of the sea. The real sea wolves, killer whales, are sometimes called wolves of the sea because of their unique social and hunting habits. They travel in pods that range anywhere from 5 to 60 whales. Occasionally, lone whales will hunt and travel alone, but this is rare. Like humans, they have different accents and languages. Killer whales make unique sounds in their pods. They can recognize their own pod sound and distinguish the sound from their group of killer whales. Studies have shown that the residential killers tend to make
Yeah, look at the end there. They said, and they masturbate. That's crazy. How can they masturbate?
Shit, yeah, they do.
How can they masturbate?
Yeah, look, their arms aren't even long enough to do that, and they still made.
Well, no, it said masturbate. It didn't say it masturbate with its fins. It said it masturbate.
Oh.
Maybe they, I don't know, maybe they use something in the ocean that's.
Maybe they fuck the sand.
Maybe there's some sponges that they rub up against, and it's real nice.
Not SpongeBob.
SpongeBob's not real, so he wouldn't be assaulted, I guess. And also, SpongeBob is differently abled, so don't make fun of him. Okay? Thanks. Either way. Yeah, that's what cool about orcas, but, you know.
Water.
Let's see. What else is on the docket? What else we got? What else we got on the old noggin?
Old man Jenkins called, and he said he wants his fucking mail back.
That isn't real. That's not real. Let's talk about how football season's starting, and it's going to be really annoying. Like, oh my goodness.
NBA opening night today.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but now I'm just saying that football season is starting as well.
We can just ignore
That's
football.
That's what I'm talking about. No, you can't. That's the problem. It's loud and it's there. It's like LeBron James on Instagram or Facebook. If you follow a basketball page, you're going to see him every day. All right, this is what it is.
You know,
football's so loud and so everywhere that you can't. I used to love football. I used to wake up at 5:30 and go and turn on fucking Sports Center, and I would or ESPN, whatever program was on. I think it was like Sports Center or whatever.
Well, that's
First
because
Take or whatever.
they bewitched you,
bro. No, they would give me all the facts about sports. I was up on all the freaking stats, just like everybody that watched it, like me, Jonathan, Jordan. Like we all did the same thing. Like we woke up and we watched this shit before we went to school. I liked it back then because it was good sports information. Now it's a bunch of bullshit. It's always about how somebody feels or what's going on in the world and how they can twist it and turn it, find some convoluted connection to sports. It's like nobody wants to. I want to know how the players are doing. Like fantasy players have to be fucking.
They tried to make it like TMZ.
Like it's so stupid. Like why do you want ratings? Provide good information for fantasy draft players.
It's like a fantasy player has to like go search for other sources that aren't the biggest names who should have. They're the most in touch with the NBA, but instead of figuring out all the information they need to figure out, they figure out they figure out what's going on their fucking social media pages and what's going to get them better reviews, and they go see what their fans are saying, or not even their fans, it's the people who comment, because most of the fans are just watching it.
Whenever like a meme or like a trend or something like on the online goes mainstream, like companies start using it, and these people that do these gimmicky types of content start using it, like. It completely kills off the experience for everyone online because they can't use it anymore. It's dead. Yeah. Because a bunch of lame ass pieces of shit are trying to pander to us by using it to get attention. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's pretty much what like it's changing to, because that's what all the actual entertainment and gossip and tabloid things are doing, because they can see that. Oh, you know what? This is actually giving people a lot of success, and we can intertwine this with social media, and boom, we'll get a whole bunch of ratings and followers and subscribers, and we'll just get people who want to watch like sports-related stuff, but not people who are like really paying attention too hard.
And getting this habit of making up stupid stats. Like, oh, this is the first player to have a triple-double while having a sore left ankle and not playing in the previous 3.5 games. 3 games, that would be Jordan, and his right ankle was sore. Like, what the f are you talking about right now?
He's the first foreign player to score more than 50 points on a Tuesday while it was raining. It is miraculous.
When it's raining, foreign players don't play well. They say they miss their homeland. It rains a lot overseas, apparently, and they say they just don't perform well. But he actually got in the arena before the rain started, had no idea. Other players found out because they had family coming. They just didn't tell him because they knew it would bring him down. But isn't it remarkable that he actually accomplished this? Maybe unknowingly, but still. Very impressive for a European.
He overcome defeat.
He overcome
defeat he didn't know existed.
Like, what is this detailed shit that they come up with? Like,
doesn't even matter.
Second player to have 4 triple-doubles since 4 triple-doubles in a week since Oscar Robertson did it in 1957. I don't care. And that's legitimate. Like they put that up about Russell or somebody else. Like, nobody cares, bro. Just say he had 4 triple-doubles. Look, I understand preserving legacy and stuff like that, but look, the hardcore basketball fans that are going to know Oscar Robertson already know who he is. And if you have to tell someone on an NBA broadcast who Oscar Robertson is, they're not a basketball fan. And all you're doing is frustrating them because you're talking about people they don't know. That's stupid. I don't want to hear about things I don't know. The same reason why no one's probably listening right now, but in the future, once they get to know us, they might listen, you know. But right now, we know that not many people are going to probably listen. But that changes with familiarity. And nobody wants to hear about players that played 60 years ago. Nobody wants to hear that shit. We know about them. Okay, we know.
Yeah, there's enough footage that happens. There's enough things that happen outside of watching the games and watching the stats and stuff that you'll learn.
I used to watch more
There's
of the sport that I
documentaries.
love, but now I can't because of ESPN.
NBA hardwood classics. I didn't have to hear about people talking about players. I just I saw the games. If you care about basketball, you're going to end up seeing it. So, and if you just talk about what's happening now, because either people are going to know about the past or they're not. So
yeah, that's the thing.
You might as well talk about what's happening right now.
If you get enthralled into basketball, it's going to take you there. You're going to go and find out stuff. You're going to go start watching Michael Jordan highlights or whatever. Most people, that's their gateway. If they didn't really play basketball, most people, they're going to know Michael Jordan and be able to watch his highlights and relate. And from there, once you get enthralled, you become a fan, you get a team, you're going to learn about the team's history. They're going to talk about things that you don't know about. You're going to be basically like led to learning about your team, and that'll in turn have you learn about other teams. And the longer you do that, how longer you've been a basketball fan, the longer you're going to know about people like Oscar Robertson, Will Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, people that a lot of hardcore fans know about in depth, and the casual fan may have heard their name. Like, the casual fan rules the ratings. Like, why do you do, like, you're pandering in the wrong way. Like, just give them information that they want to hear and provide. Like, not everything has to be, I wish more things were like the military. Like, you just do you. You don't have to be involved in the whole world. I don't mind politics and sports because they're humans and they can express themselves. But when the broadcasters solely take a piece out of commentary and color commentary to tell a story about something that isn't even related to a player.
Yeah, the thing is, it's so unnatural. It's different. It's
like spotted in, like they count them in, like, oh no, while we're on the subject of, they'll tie it into some weird shit or whatever. They'll just say the shit. Like,
it's like someone shoots a free throw. We're talking about free throws. We're gonna talk about one of the most unorthodox free throw shots in the league. We're gonna talk about whatever that dude. I forgot his name. Was it Barry? Yeah. Brent Barry, yeah. To talk about Brent Barry or just somebody for just no reason, just because they're on the team, just because he's there showing the team. And it's like, it's one thing if it comes up naturally, like, it's one thing you're watching Kobe play and like he pulls it, he does a spinning jumper like Jordan did. And it's like, oh, it's a very Jordan-esque move. Like, okay, it's like, if it comes up like that and someone will be like,
one time I saw Jordan do that exact same shot. It was almost picture perfect. Like, he was on the baseline. I swear, Kobe he's the second. He's the second. Whatever you want to say.
Natural, then it's like someone's like. Then if someone's never heard of Jordan, they'll be like, oh wait, who are they comparing him to? Then they'll want to go look it up. But it's like if you just randomly start off on a story loosely based on one thing somebody was doing, then it takes away all credibility in any stories you're going to tell, because it just makes it seem like you're pandering to a crowd that doesn't exist.
They do too much now in the broadcast. Like, I remember, like imagine, like, man, I feel like they just do too much. Like, they do too much, and it's not enjoyable. Like, I would rather watch the game with the sound off, honestly. The only reason why I have it on is because there could be something that happens, and then they do a good job of explaining things when there's no ad running and they're not doing a gimmick. They do a good job of explaining things. So if I see something that I want to explain, like a call, I want to know what they're seeing. So I watch it, but it's not as enjoyable as it used to be. I used to watch every Rockets home game at least. I mean, I can't. I mean, they're just, even the home announcers are just annoying. They just tie in things that don't make any damn sense. But that's all sports, though. A lot of people don't watch sports anymore or haven't watched sports. Like, the ratings have been up for the NBA this year in the playoffs. But I think that's only because.
And now Marv Albert retired. He's done. So that's one more legend.
Sports is like weird now because of all this political stuff, man. It's like, oh my god, dude. These athletes, I think that some of them forget that they're athletes. Like, you're not a fucking philosopher. Like, it's good to stand for a cause, but you should know what the fuck you're talking about, eh? Like, some of these people say stupid shit and it makes no sense. They'll back somebody, and then that person makes an ass of themselves in public, and then they won't even address it, or they'll change whatever it is. It's like, you just see these behaviors and all these celebrities, they do whatever's hip, they do whatever. Oh, you guys care about AOC? Oh, I care about AOC. I'm down. AOC's my, you know what I'm saying? That's my nigga. Like, why? I don't get it. Like, why does everybody do the same shit?
What's AOC?
The fucking the politician, the young girl politician, Hispanic one.
Oh, something Cortez or. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's like everybody's all on her dick, and it's like it's almost like a trend to do it. Like, you don't really know. It's been proven people don't really know about politics a whole lot because we've been getting tricked, for a long time. They'll get up there, they'll say their spiel, and then we believe it, and then either half of what they did tried to get done, or none of it did, and then the next guy says, fuck that guy. I'm the guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy.
That's basically how presidents, determine basically people.
The next guy, they're like, no, fuck that party because two parties are two. We thought you guys were the guys. Now we're gonna go with the Democrat. Oh,
it
fuck,
just
we
goes
should have
back
got a
and
Republican.
forth.
Oh fuck, we should have got a Republican.
It just goes back and forth.
Like that's all it is, and we get swayed back and forth, and it's like people don't just take the time and be like, yo.
I feel like a lot of people who are really dumb, especially. It's on both sides. You got the left and the right wing. They both have the lead politicians are usually the ones who lead. Because most people are stupid, and they are. So you got people who are liberal.
I would say most people are not stupid. I say most people are too preoccupied. They take advantage of. Most people are too preoccupied with their lives to have the energy or even the care to pay attention to politics.
Deeper.
Yeah, because politicians, they are paid. They should be in
because
office
they pander.
reviewing policies and doing whatever they do.
The
that's
liberals,
their job, right?
They pander to all the social awareness and conscious stuff. They
so
pander
when you catch
to
it
that.
from a glimpse,
it seems genuine if you're just looking at it from a glimpse. And if you're right wing, they really hammer in the traditional. They really hammer the traditional values and not wanting to change certain things and the gun rights, everything else. And it's like they just say what the side really wants to hear. And if you really pay attention to when they're saying it, it doesn't sound genuine. They're just saying the right words. And it's like, that's why I don't know, it's hard to get behind like any politician because none of them seem like they give a shit because they don't. Like they don't. Obviously it's like politics are important and they matter and they control our world, but it's like you can know it all, but it won't change anything unless you decide to become a politician. And if you decide to become a politician, you got to be just as dirty.
One day we're going to have a retired politician on here. I don't know who it'll be, but one day we're going to have him on the podcast, and we're going to ask him basically about maybe not anything that would incriminate himself as far as like public opinion would be concerned, like just as a person, but I would ask him like, about stuff he knows that politicians have done, government agencies, like, city workers, anything that he knows of that's fishy that has been funded by the people's tax dollars or done to get more of the people's tax dollars for someone else's.
I want to get someone in
like
here.
Like the guy, the girl that has the dad as a spy, like kind of like that.
I want to get someone who's old, someone who's fucking crazy. And that man's name is Bernie Sanders. I want to get his old, deranged, batshit, crazy ass over here, and I want to ask him a few questions.
Probably not a good. That's probably not a good start. I mean,
it's
he's
fine.
An old white man. He's not gonna.
Dude,
that's a lot of aggression. He's an old Jewish white man. He's probably.
But he tries to be young so bad. Like, oh, look at these guys. They seem pretty fucking cool. They're just talking crazy. Oh, I like these guys. I'm gonna go over there and check them out.
He'll say that on camera. And he goes, "I'm not going around these blacks. They're
they're
all hopped up on the weed.
It's cool.
I can't.
If Bernie Sanders reacts to our podcast, we're gonna at least gain a few hundred listeners, at least.
That'd be cool, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, he's probably gonna be. I hope he's around longer than I think he'll be around. But I don't know. Everyone dies. Everyone gets old.
I want Chris D'Elia to come on the show to give us his side of the story.
He's already given his side of the story
to us, just to tell us.
No, he wouldn't. Yeah, I don't want him around here.
While no one's listening.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that he's like. I don't think me and him would.
That clip. First time. All episodes.
I don't think that we would get along with Chris D'Elia. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I was just joking about that. I wouldn't want to really meet him or anything.
I don't think.
I mean, the Eminem thing was kind of funny. It wasn't funny at first, but then like you hear it over and over and over again for like a couple years, and it gets kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
His thing is, it's damn yeah. Like I just. It's funny. Like
he's like a not as funny, more exaggerated Tom Segura, but Tom Segura is hilarious, and Chris D'Elia is like not really.
Tom Segura has culture. Okay, he's done some things. He has some genuine stories and if they are made up, they're made
mostly
up.
Stories.
If they are made up, they're made up.
They're well crafted stories. These are made up. They're fucking funny. I mean, that's the point. It's comedy. The jokes. It's not supposed to be taken seriously, and that's what people forget about comedy.
I gotta go do stand up somewhere, man. We have to try it. We should go and we should both try it. If one of us gets on there, you can't back out. If you bomb,
I'll record you.
No. Even if you bomb, listen. Even if you bomb, never again. Listen. never again will anything intimidate you because we've already been on stage before.
Yeah.
So that's not. I don't think it would bother you.
Bombing on stage, I think, is probably one of the worst things that it could ever be done for anyone's self-esteem. But it's fine because I know I know it's.
Because you won't do that again.
I know,
what it feels like.
I can say things. I can say things and know like whatever. I know I'm be fine at the end of the day. I'm not gonna like do ruined or anything like that. But it's like
ruined.
I would just want to. I would have a hard time with making a set and remembering it to do it because music is different. Because I really connect to music and like the rhythm.
Do you know like they either? I mean, obviously
they practice it
at a certain part. Yeah, at a certain point, like some comedians, like Richard Pryor,
a lot of work.
Richard Pryor, he improv. He didn't do. I'm pretty sure he had skits in his head, but he didn't have. Like
I don't think I'd be good at improv.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is the people that aren't, they just drill it. You have to do it. That's why they take a year in between each special. They're working on it in practice. You have to. And it's only one thing. Yeah, songs are different and they're shorter. So, and there's a rhythmic pattern. Like it's easy to remember something that has a rhythmic pattern to it.
I could improv situations with people, but I couldn't just improv a comedy set.
Oh, yeah. Some people maybe.
I feel like if someone was just like, they threw out a situation, I could just start.
If you wrote a set and you did it and then like you were just practicing it as you were making it just to remember the other stuff, just the same way you would do a song, but it would be like stretched out over
I feel like
time, then you could definitely figure out how long it would be. And then cut out what you needed to do, and then bring it to the thing, and just see how it went. And then
I feel like I would get it perfect, and then like the night I'm like, I'm doing
really
it
good, and they're like,
I'm doing it.
Fucking funny.
And then I just say a joke in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's not supposed to come up here. I'm like, oh my god, that fucks up the rest of my set. And it would be like there's something that just like kills the whole momentum, and it'd be like just it'll just.
Well, that's the thing. Whatever you think, that's what the fuck's gonna happen. So maybe you should be a little more positive about it. Don't be a little. Don't be a little bitch about it. Just.
There's other things I
think about enjoy. What could happen good rather than what the
I'd
fuck
rather let passion lead.
Passion lead.
It's something that you really want to do. Like I like the podcast thing. I like the the streaming thing. I like the YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
If something else comes from more of it, comes of it, I like to use some of if anything comes of it, and I like to maybe
sometimes
just make some more music.
Sometimes you gotta lay a bunt to get to first base. Son, not everything's a home run. You're gonna love everything. Okay. Right. Sometimes you got to do
if it's extracurricular, you have
it.
to love it. That passion has to drive it. It has to. There's no other option.
True, though,
I'm not going to do anything unless I want to do it. Like it's not like
Tyrese is.
It's not like obviously you have to work a job if you don't have any other way of making money. But if you have your own choice for your side passions, you should be passionate about those side passions.
Yeah, but if you're trying to get somewhere, and
I'll support you with comedy.
But if you're trying to get somewhere and you know that you end up being good at something else, even if it's not your passion, if you are getting opportunities to excel doing that, you would be a fool not to do that and hone on that craft for the time being, knowing that once you have money and influence and do whatever you do and accomplish, you can go into whatever you want. That's how people end up doing something in music, and then guess what? They really wanted to be an actor. Never see him make an album again. Somebody comes up in acting, say they want to cross over, they make an album, never see him in a movie again. Like there's some people like you end up being like Tracy McGrady. He was better at basketball, but he wanted to play baseball. So what did he do? He played basketball. He's not stupid. He's not passing up millions of dollars. Like I'm schooling these people when I'm 17. I'm going to get this money. But if he would have followed his passions, he would have been a fucking AAA player the rest of his life. So it's like you got to make decisions that can get you to another place because you're not 90 years old. So you can do things that'll give you experience. You can do things that'll give you experience in that industry, in entertainment, whatever it is, and then that way you learn other lessons that you can take to the other craft as well.
You can do comedy. I hope you write jokes.
I'm just saying, like that's. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'll be there. I'll be recording stuff.
No, I'm just saying. I'm speaking more to the like. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes or something over. Jesus Christ. I was just stopping thoughts, trying to end the podcast.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, I'm more speaking to like, you can't take a direct line every time. If that was if it was that easy, then there'd be a lot of lessons in life you wouldn't learn. Being uncomfortable and doing things that maybe you don't want to do that's the way you grow without having those experiences. I'm just saying, if you have those opportunities, you should take them because you'll learn something. Like, say it's not like you want to be a ghostwriter, right? Say someone says, "Oh, dude, I really want your vocals. I really want your vocals. Like, can you just I don't know if you've ever done this, but I'd like you to do this on the hook. Like, I like the way your voice sounds, whatever. Do you get paid for it? You do that a few more times. Some other songs, like, hey man, like I'm having trouble on some lyrics, like or somebody else needs it. Like now you're in the door, you're cool with them, so now you get an opportunity you wanted, even though you probably didn't want to be a fucking generic voice on a hook, but you got an opportunity after that, So that's
Also, someone saying I'll pay you straight up. I mean, I just don't want to do. I I don't do stand up. Like I appreciate it.
No,
I
don't care. No, I'm not saying that not to do stand up, but I'm just saying it wouldn't be. I'm not saying to do stand up. I'm just saying it wouldn't be bad to do something else that you're not passionate about, because you were saying you have to be passionate. Well, no, if you're good at it, you should do it. That's what I was saying. Because you said you had to be passionate about your style. No, you fucking don't. You got to be good at it. That's what you have to do. You have to be good at it.
If I somehow
John Jones is not passionate about fighting, but he's really fucking good at it. That's why he doesn't lose. He doesn't train. He eats so much coke and fucks bitches left and right, but he's good at it.
But
so
he probably the first time he realized he was probably a good, I don't know a story or anything, but the first time he probably realized he was a good fighter, he probably didn't go seek it. He probably something happened where he just he threw his hands like, oh shit, I'm pretty fast.
yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, if he loved it that much, he'd live the lifestyle. He'd eat clean. He wouldn't do drugs. He wouldn't go out and waste sleep, and he'd recover.
Yeah,
he'd train every day. But a large time of his prime was spent not doing that. Even when he came back, I know he wasn't doing everything.
That money will push you there.
I mean, I feel like there's been a lot of fighters who got money and didn't go to drugs, so I think that's him.
No, I'm talking not that. Like, the money will push you, even if you're not passionate about it. You realize you're good at it. Just however it happens, like that money will definitely push you there. But yeah,
what John Jones wants to do is he wants to be a soap opera. What are they called? Soap opera.
He needs to stack his money and buy something that he owns.
He has a lot of money. He's made at least $5 million.
But he needs to not fight anymore and just buy something that buys a blind amount of like property or like some kind of business or something.
He's going to fight Francis Ngannou. If he doesn't lose to Cyril Gane.
Man, what if he
did you
what
hear
if he pisses hot again?
Cyril Gane only got paid like $160,000 for the win. Because I think he had what was it? I think it was like,
I'm sure somebody who betted got more money.
I think it was like $250, and then like there was like 20% in taxes or something like that, and then he had to give 20% to his fucking team. Then he had to convert it to euros, and they left him with 160.
Oh yeah, whatever.
That's fucking crazy.
He knew he got to convert to euros.
No, he knew. Well, I mean that's where he lives. So
I'm saying he knew that would happen.
But I mean, he could have. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the point is that there should be enough money given where he shouldn't have to cover his spread and pay that. Like, he shouldn't have to lose money. And it matter. It should be enough money where we're going to pay you to where we know you're going to convert to euros, so we're going to give you a little. Like, we're going to compensate you well to where if you want to do that, it's not going to affect you to where you lose like $30,000 or whatever it was, $20,000.
That's crazy.
I mean, maybe it wasn't 20,000. It was probably less than that. But I mean, either way, it was like it was enough to make a difference.
I just still can't believe that Frenchman beat America.
Well, Derek Lewis is not a technical fighter. That's all it was. And I think the moment got him. He was here at home. I think
tired.
He was dancing around. I think the pressure really got to him. I think he just wasn't ready for the moment. And obviously, Cyril didn't make it easy, but I thought he was going to rush him more.
Yeah, I think he tried to move at him, but like Cyril was too fast, and he kind of danced around him, moved away, tired him out. And then by the end of it, he was trying to get them home run hits, and he just fucking kept missing because he just kept dancing around them. He wasn't tired at all. Gane wasn't tired the whole fight. Gone, whatever.
Say his name. They say it right. Jesus.
Whatever.
You know what? Here we go.
He won his belt, right?
We're about to fight.
He defended his belt.
So we got to go, guys. My name's Garvey. Hit me up on Instagram.
Oh, so you're just gonna cut me? I'm joking.
Yeah, I could cut you for real, but that's a lot of mess and stuff. So. But yeah, Garveyhou on Instagram, Unsigned Hype on YouTube and Instagram also. If you want to follow the page for the podcast, appreciate you. If not, then is what it is.
I'm popmalcolm. I'm on Twitch. Popmalcolm on everything: Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. You can find me. Thanks for listening.
He's the one with no haircut.
Y'all have a great evening.
He's the one
or
that has
day
glasses
or morning or whatever. I'm not gonna listen to this, and neither are they.